Okay, so this is the oatmeal that I make. I pretty much eat this every morning. I use protein powder in it, so I've got my protein, I've got my carbs. I use peanut butter in it, so I've got a good source of fats too. I do use a little bit of coconut sugar in there to sweeten it up. Sugar is sugar, so you're gonna want to be sparing with that and use very little of that. I use more cinnamon than that, so that it kind of gives it that flavor too. But I usually make about 2 cups of this. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough for 2 cups, but I wanted to show y'all exactly how I make it. Very simple. I used to use a coconut or an almond milk in there. Kind of eliminated that and just use water. So that way I can make a lot or enough, and I don't have to worry about it going bad. So I got 2 cups. What I'm gonna do is double that of the water. But first, let me show you right here. So as far as measurements, I think I have it written down, but showing is kind of better. I just kind of sprinkle. This kind of gets chunks too, so you wanna make sure that breaks up. But I just sprinkle a little bit in there. Now there's 2 cups in there. This is probably gonna be 4 servings for me. So that should be good right there. Okay. I'm gonna add some cinnamon next. And then I'll mix that together. Like I said, a little more cinnamon than the sugar. So got that in there. All right, let's go 4 cups of water for this. And I will go over just because I like to make sure that I have plenty of oatmeal. I want to make 4 servings for me. I'm doing about 1.5 cups for a serving. So this should make about, I want to try to make 4 servings out of this. So I kind of add a little extra water in there. All right, I'm gonna mix that up, and I'm gonna probably microwave this since it was the 2 cups, the 4 servings. What I'll do is probably microwave it for 3 minutes at a time and do it for about 9 minutes, maybe 8 minutes. When it's almost thickened up, then I'll put the peanut butter in there when it's nice and warm so it'll melt in there. Then I'll add the protein powder into that. So I'm gonna go ahead and zap this and get this ready. I'll show you what it looks like right before I mix in the peanut butter. Okay, so this is the consistency that I'm looking for right here. I'm gonna mix the peanut butter in there and then throw the protein powder in there. There's just like, it's just runny enough to get the peanut butter and then soak up the protein powder. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so got a clean spoon now. What I'm gonna do is, I like peanut butter. I really don't measure too much, but sometimes I'll not put as much. Other times I'll put more. Get that good in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I do 3 heaping spoons or scoops of this. So, and then mix that in. All right. A little more for the gains. So about 3.5, probably 4.5 really all together after you do them right, but protein. Get that all worked in. So you've got your good source of carbs. you've got fats from your peanut butter, and you've got your protein powder. So pretty good overall meal. Like I said, I've been eating this every morning for a good while now. It's easy to prep, it's easy to eat. You can eat it on the go. It's like a pudding almost, so you can eat it cold. It looks like refried beans, is what I've been told, but it smells great. And I think it tastes great too. It's gonna be vegan. You're gonna wanna get that plant-based protein, okay? Gluten-free, dairy-free, so females, I would do anywhere from a half a cup, maybe even a quarter cup. See how filling it is? But that's what you're looking at right there, guys. Like I said, really simple, really good. Now I'll break this up into about 4 portions, and I'll be set to go.